believe it is just the music series because we're continuing it past the summer months.
I think it has a different name. Soundstage.
There it is, Soundstage.
The Soundstage Performance Series.
Great.
Brought to you by Arc Rochester, 13 Wham, Dan Schrack, Abby Fridmann.
Yeah.
Eastman
And the
School
Eastman
of
School
Music.
Beautiful.
We put it all there. It's a very lengthy title. The full screen graphic is actually 2 graphics.
All right, we got to move on. Before all of that this morning, we'll get a check of our forecast. We're heading into kind of a cooler weekend. Meteorologist Marty Snyder joining us now to talk about that. Hey, Marty.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And that's it. We're going to cool things down a little bit into the upcoming weekend. What are you laughing at over there?
I'm laughing at my own joke that the full screen graphic is 2 graphics.
Okay, I gotcha. Just got to check in on you, Dan.
Only funny to you.
I know.
But today we're starting off with temperatures mostly coming in somewhere in the 50s across the area. A cool start. We have been seeing a little bit of fog trying to form across parts of the area, but otherwise some sunshine working in pretty well also. So any of that fog that has formed, that will dissipate pretty well. And still a few pockets to the south. But we'll be somewhere in the upper 70s for highs today. At least a few more clouds by the afternoon. And then as we head through the longer term into Saturday and Sunday, that's when temperatures do pull back a little bit. Back below average by a fair amount. Mostly mid-60s for highs. Could be a shower passing through either one of the 2 weekend days. And then temperatures into next week start to bounce back just a little bit, probably back into the mid-70s again as we head towards Tuesday and Wednesday. So still, again, a mild day for us today before we see those numbers pull back a little bit as we head into the upcoming weekend.
All right. I mean, listen, not every weekend's going to be perfect, but it's okay. 70s, I'm on board.
That's it. I got some indoor projects that need to be done, so I'll probably do a few of those. I have to mow the lawn too, so find time to get out there and get that done also.
Maybe get that done today.
Exactly. Today would be a perfect day for that with some sun. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Let's go off the top and start with some of the things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'm going to start things off today. I came across a story that's a little too perfect. It's about a snail named Ned. Ashley came across a story that's a little too perfect. Full disclosure. It's about a snail named Ned. Think of him as a romantic hopeless. His shell spirals to the left, not to the right, though, making him about 1 in 40,000 in the entire snail world. That quirky twist means Ned's plumbing literally doesn't line up with the rest of his snail pals. Without a fellow left-coiling snail, romance is just slimy swiping left and right in all the wrong ways. I know. Look at poor Ned.
Poor guy.
Ned was discovered tumbling out of some bok choy in a New Zealand garden, just another snail until he suddenly wasn't. Giselle Clarkson, a self-described observologist, spotted his shell and says she got goosebumps. She named the little guy after Ned Flanders, the original Oakley-dokley left-handed neighbor of The Simpsons. She teamed up with New Zealand Geographic to launch a national search, hoping if 40,000 Kiwis look in their gardens, maybe Ned's dreams will come true. Apparently, Ned is a good listener. He has a stable home. He's obsessed with swiping for love, stable income. Despite the global attention, no lefty snail has slid into his inbox just yet. Just a whole lot of right coilers, hopefully trying their luck. People everywhere are now rooting for Ned to find someone who literally clicks with him. His issues are niche, but they're real. And if a snail who's basically a genetic misprint can become a beacon of hope for love, well, that's kind of beautiful, isn't it?
I guess.
Little Ned.
Yeah.
Ned is maybe 6 months old and could live a few more years.
Oh.
He's got his whole life ahead of him. And until he finds love, his owner Giselle says he's hanging out in his fishbowl, nibbling on broccoli, and being a powerful metaphor for lonely hearts everywhere.
That was beautiful. That was extremely poetic.
We have to find Ned love.
We absolutely do. And, you know, you weren't going to talk about this.
No, I wasn't.
I just want to bring it up. When I came in this morning, you had a deep personal connection to Ned, and then decided you didn't want to bring yourself into it.
Well, no, I didn't want to bring myself into it because of one reason. Ned's parts are on backwards. Mine work perfectly. and we'll leave it at that. But
Daniel.
but it did because that's the reason that I didn't want to do the comparison anymore. Yes, Ned is swiping for love. And like
you are too.
And yes, and like Ned, I have been told by some dating sites that, hey, you're too picky. You should probably think global instead of just the U.S. because we can't find you anything you want. So, I mean, Ned's looking around the world. So is Dan Schrack.
Wow.
Okay.
Mark McLean is so glad I'm back in studio today.
Gosh. That, I think I'm confident that both you and Ned will find true love.
Yes.
And, it makes me sad because he's a beautiful snail.
He's a cute little snail, right?
He's got a nice shell. Like, I know, whatever, it's on backwards.
Who cares?
But, like, you look at it and you're like, that's...
Yeah. It's what makes you unique, Ned. So if you're, apparently, New Zealand, Kiwis, they're big fans of the show. Mm-hmm. What are you talking about over there, McLean? Ashley, what did he just say to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
He absolutely did. It's just not repeatable.
Jeez.
All
All
right.
right.
Just might be a little mean.
We are PG.
It's mean? Mark is being mean today?
Uh-oh.
No.
It's mean to me. That's what it is.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I think you and Ned are perfect, and nothing is backwards.
No.
It's just different.
Again, mine is not.
Already?
Yeah, listen, if Liz Bonus can do a story about ED, I think we're okay.
want to do this. I don't want to be here.
Okay, so let's move along.
This is a nightmare.
You brought it up.
No, but I didn't think it was going to go that way. I thought it... Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
That sure went that way.
Actually, all I can think about is the commercial I sent you this morning. Going a lot of different ways.
This is... Okay. All right, we got to move along to mine. Mm-hmm. We're not even like 10 minutes in and
No.
I'm already crying.
I know.
Okay.
Friday.
I want to talk about this vascular surgeon. He went to great lengths to scam the system. Relax, it's fine. All right, so this is wild. This guy, his name's Neil Hopper, and he's from Cornwall, England. He was arrested and jailed, sentenced to almost 3 years for basically removing his own legs and collecting insurance money. And also he's charged with possessing extreme pornography. All right, so here it goes.
Okay.
It all started when this guy, Hopper, started complaining of foot pain. The pain apparently became way too much to handle, and he was admitted to the hospital, treated for suspected sepsis, and then doctors determined his legs needed to be amputated. It seemed like a medical mystery. There were a lot of unanswered questions, but it was later discovered it actually wasn't some mysterious illness at all. Hopper used ice and dry ice to freeze his own legs so badly that they had to be removed. Can you believe that?
And he's the surgeon?
He didn't amputate his own
No,
legs.
but he's a surgeon.
He is a surgeon, yes. So, goes to the hospital, his legs were amputated. He was back to work in less than half a year and was fit with prosthetic legs. Of course, he filed insurance claims, totaling more than $600,000 US. It was later revealed in text messages, though, that he had extreme body dysphoria since he was a kid, and he said he considered his feet an unwelcome extra, even referring to them as a persisting, never-ending discomfort. In those same text messages, Hopper detailed his lower leg amputation and shared just how he was able to make this happen, explaining just how much dry ice he used. In other texts, he confessed he was, quote, milking the injury and enjoyed all of the attention from the media in this case. So, you might be asking yourself, who was he actually talking to? Why would he just share that information with someone? Well, that's where this extreme porn possession charge comes into play. And that is how Hopper was eventually discovered to be a fraud. An investigation into this guy, Marius Gustavsson, was underway, and he was convicted of leading an extreme body modification ring. While members of law enforcement were looking into that guy, they eventually discovered Hopper, who had recently purchased 3 videos from his website that he was running. It showed men willingly having their genitals removed. Again, extreme body surgeries. It was later revealed that he had a sexual interest in amputation and now faces 2 counts of fraud, 3 counts of extreme pornography possession. Apparently, at least according to the BBC, he does not regret getting that operation done, but he does regret being dishonest about it.
No, what he regrets is getting caught.
Yes.
That is what he regrets. All around sad. Because to have something that, to feel that something about your body is that wrong. And then I think there was the realization of, oh, I can cheat the system. $600,000. No.
Yeah.
No. What's that doing for you? Not a whole lot.
No.
Especially now that you're caught.
He's in jail. You know, it's
Yeah.
like his life and his career. Is he
Toast.
Toast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
It's totally bizarre.
Totally
and,
bizarre.
you know, I had no idea that this extreme body modification surgery thing was so popular. But apparently it is.
Really?
It's like, I had no idea. I was looking it up, you know, purely for research reasons. And I could not believe some of the things that I was seeing and just how much people pay for it and how many people are into it.
What about is you know how like some people like slice the tongue?
Yep, it's
kind
like
of
that.
thing,
Yep.
and the earlobes
That's
and
like,
all of that.
That's like very minor compared to some of the stuff that people
But
have
that's
done.
still categorized as that?
I believe so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Bizarre.
Yeah.
Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're getting ready for the return of the Clothesline Art Festival happening this weekend at the MAG.
Yeah, and don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live. Join us right now on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We're back after this.
8:16 this Friday morning, the M&T Bank Clothesline Art Festival is back. Returning to the MAG this weekend, the beloved festival will feature more than 300 artists from across the U.S.
Yeah, this morning we're getting a special look at the festival, as well as a brand new award being given this year. We're joined now by Paige Engard, the public relations specialist from the MAG. Paige, always great to see you. Thanks
Nice
for
to
being
see you.
here.
Of course, of course.
All right, let's get into the festival as a whole, and then we'll talk about the award and all the other things. But for somebody who's sitting at home thinking, I have no idea what the Clothesline Art Festival is, give us a recap.
Yes, absolutely. So Clothesline Art Festival is one of Rochester's oldest celebrations of the arts. So coming up tomorrow, September 6th, and Sunday, September 7th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Memorial Art Gallery. It is going to be full festival vibes. We're talking 320 plus artists, music lineup all day, both days, 15 food trucks, hands-on art making, and access to all of the inside of the MAG, the galleries, the exhibitions, everything.
That's very cool. What can patrons expect to see from these artists that, I mean, we're seeing some of it, but that are set up outside?
Yeah, there is such a wide variety this year. So of those 320 so artists, 89 are brand new to Clothesline. Wow. So you're going to see everything from ceramics to jewelry to clothing, watercolor, paintings, just about any sort of creative medium you can imagine. We have the full spectrum happening at the Clothesline Art Festival.
So cool.
And people from all around will be joining in on this. Why the draw here to Rochester? Why the MAG?
Yeah, so as I was saying, this is the M&T Bank Clothesline Art Festival's 68th year. We're nearing 70 years of this continuous juried art festival. It's more than just a festival weekend in Rochester. It's a tradition, and a lot of people have been coming back since they were children. A lot of people have been vending for years and years, and for some people it might be the first time, but it looks like a beautiful weekend to come out and enjoy.
It really does look like a great weekend. I think I might be going with my nephew.
I think you should.
Who's coming to town. Talk to us about ticketing for this event. How does that work? Can I get them when I arrive, or do I need to buy them in advance online?
You sure can get them when you arrive. Tickets are $5. You can buy tickets online in advance and then just breeze through the gates, or you can grab them using card only at the door.
That is super convenient. Mm-hmm. And, Dan's nephew is not super young, but I'm assuming this is great for people of all ages, yes?
Absolutely, yes. So the festival fun with the music, the food, the art. We also have the MVP Family Fun Center this year where you can hang out, do hands-on art making activities. It's a great place for families to just chill.
Okay, we want to talk now about the award that's happening this year.
Yes.
It's a brand new award for the 68th year. Tell us all about it.
Absolutely. So the Levon Shepard Award for Creative Excellence, brand new, sponsored by Joy Gallery and local art supporter Richard Glazer. This award celebrates Levon Shepard, who is a legacy Rochester artist and will actually be at Clothesline Art Festival in one of our indoor booths this year, which is exciting. So this award is going to be given to one very lucky clothesline artist, and it really just represents Levon's legacy in Rochester as a mentor, as an artist, as a community staple.
That's so cool.
That is cool. And I imagine that it would be pretty competitive, yes?
I would think so, yes. There's, like we said, there's lots and lots of artists. This is a big award. It's a $5,000 award. There are also a number of other awards. Every year we have a team of judges that give merit awards to various clothesline artists. So
sorry to cut you off, but for these artists, are they based on just everything they've got there at their booth, or is it specific pieces or submissions that they've made?
There are a number of categories, but the judges will basically go booth to booth and make their selections this weekend. Those awards will be announced tomorrow afternoon, so stay tuned. That's always exciting.
Very cool.
Exciting. Very good. Paige, thank you so much for coming in today. We really, really appreciate it. One last time for somebody interested, give us the website where they can get the tickets.
Yes, head over to mag.rochester.edu to grab those $5 tickets and learn more about the M&T Bank Clothesline Art Festival.
Boom. And we will post all of that information and much more on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Time right now is 8:20. When we come back on ARG Rochester, we have weather trivia.
Yeah, meteorologist Mark McLean will join us on the other side of the break.
Welcome back. Mark is here now giving us a look at the weekend forecast, and we have weather trivia to get to as well.
Yeah, we'll keep the theme of clouds for weather trivia today. So we were talking about clouds yesterday, lens-shaped clouds, lenticular clouds. Today, talking about one of the most common types of clouds for Western New York, okay? And it's more common in the late fall, winter, and early spring. And sometimes this type of cloud will actually produce very light rain or light snow in weather. So you've got 4 choices here. Is it cirrostratus clouds, stratus, cirrus, or cumulonimbus clouds?
I thought we determined it was stratus.
Okay, it's stratus. Okay, we'll settle out of court for stratus. Okay, like the car.
Oh, the way he's saying it.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the actual answer. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay.
Interesting, right? And
It is.
There's several types of clouds that can produce precipitation.
Can I ask a question on background, but it's not really background?
Sure. You can't phone a friend though.
No. Are all of those options actual clouds?
Yes.
You didn't make any of those up?
Those are all real names.
Okay.
Those are all real cloud names.
Okay.
We could start making those.
No.
Well, you've done that before.
Just once.
Yeah, but then I
Was
felt
it the Virgo stratus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of mean.
It was.
It was very insensitive of me.
It was.
Yeah. We've got a new forecast coming up.
You still photosensitive?
No, I'm not photosensitive. Clearly, I'm on television right now.
Didn't stop you before.
It was a medication thing. It's fine. Okay.
That makes it worse.
Let's talk about the forecast this morning. 53. We've got plenty of sunshine out there, although one thing you'll notice when you walk out the door, it feels very damp. The dew point's still very close to the air temperature, so it does take a few hours on these late summer mornings for things to start drying out. Lots of dew on the lawn this morning, lots of dew on your car windshield when you head out. You might want to warm it up just a little bit to get rid of that. But there's a cold front back to the west. It's interesting for the timing for this evening on this cold front because it's moving towards western New York. This is not one of those cold fronts that has a, quote, punch to it, but it is going to give us a very small chance of a sprinkle. So we got to show you this. This is the... Ready?
Oh.
Friday Night Rivals tonight. This is on the CW. Thomas at Brighton, 7:06 tonight. Should still be in the low 70s, partly to mostly cloudy.
Wow.
I won't say mainly dry weather, although that front, you always have to watch it. We have a weather app. Take the weather app with you and watch it on there. The hour-by-hour forecast, the radar. You can always track the weather right on the 13 WHAM weather app when you're sitting right there in the stands. But the forecast map ahead, we'll see that front move off to the east of Rochester. Weekend weather looks mainly dry, although you see lots of clouds there coming back in. That's the white color on your screen right there. And Saturday, we'll leave a chance of a shower in there, and also for Sunday, as that cold air sits around. Cold air it's a little bit easier to condense cold air. It's a little easier to get cold air to pop a shower or two. So with temperatures in the mid-60s, the weekend forecast does feature that. Mostly cloudy, southwest 7 to 12. And probably one of these first weekends, you start thinking about the inside stuff, cleaning up the inside, the indoor chores. There's still plenty of time left here, but it's not 80 and sunny. It's not the quote-unquote beach weather. And hey, look at that guy. You recognize him on the right-hand side of the screen, right?
Sure do.
Yup.
That's football weather right there. Partly cloudy and crisp. It's going to be in the 50s at Highmark Sunday night at 8:20 for that game. Looking pretty good weather-wise. West-northwest 7 to 15 for the tailgate. Planning forecast today, we'll have 73 at lunchtime, a noticeable breeze. Upper 70s later this afternoon. Nice and comfortable for you. Tonight, we'll drop back into the upper 50s, partly to mostly cloudy. Isolated shower chance early. And the 7-day forecast next week's going to start to warm up again. Like I said, it's not over yet. We're back in the upper 60s for Monday, mid-70s for Tuesday, mid-70s also for Wednesday, and still mild by the mid-end end of next week.
Thoughts, feelings, opinions?
Thoughts?
Football's back.
Football's back.
Yeah.
Decent football weather.
Yeah.
Be nice if we could watch the game, but
You
that's.
can watch the game.
8:20 p.m. How?
I'll probably start the game. I'm not going to make it through the whole thing.
I won't.
Halftime will be 9:30, 9:40.
Yeah, I'm not going to make
That's
it
late.
then.
No.
It's
Late.
too late.
That is
yeah.
late.
It
Even
is.
if you get the big nap, and you can't do that on Sunday.
I
No.
was up till 10 on, I think, Tuesday.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
Tuesday
late.
night. I
Whoa.
know, and I was really regretting it. I haven't been able to recover all week.
Yeah.
I've been way off.
I'm telling you, because you two know.
You have to stay regimented.
No, yeah, the schedule.
Yeah. But it's fun. We get,
Oh, of
we
course.
get 5 hours to come out here.
All we've done is we've laughed probably far more than we should today.
Oh, those
There are worse
stories that you
things.
had off the top.
Well,
Look, I know.
listen.
It went a little sideways.
What is that? What is?
He comes over this morning, right before this, and reprimands us. Like, you two need to keep it together. And then he's the
Started
one
the
out here throwing left hooks.
Have fun with your next segment.
The worst I've ever been around.
Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this.
This Friday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. Comedian Helen Keeney is back in town with a couple of shows tonight and tomorrow, 7 and 9, both nights at Comedy at the Carlson.
Before she takes the stage, she's back once again in our studio to talk a little bit about what she's been up to. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, I'm excited to come here to beautiful, sunshiny Rochester. I came here from Florida. You know, that's where I'm living now. But don't worry, I'm vaccinated. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good
to know.
I was a baby many years ago, so I'm safe. I'm allowed to
You might be
travel.
good.
Yeah. But it's wonderful to be here. Last time I was here, it was like the Lilac Festival, and tomorrow there's some sort of Clothesline Festival. I feel like I'm competing with festivals every time I come to Rochester. You guys are festival people.
There's one like every weekend during the warm months. In the winter, you know, there's not a ton to do during the weekends, so you know you kind of soak it up during the.
So
summer.
maybe next time come like December or January. I don't know.
No, but the kids are back to school. I want you guys to come out. We've got 4 shows, 7 and 9. Tickets are at Carlson Comedy, but I think there's only 15 tickets left for the whole week. Todd, how many tickets do we have left?
Total, I don't know, but they're really going.
They're going very, very quickly. I think, wait a minute. I'm sorry, wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, this just in, there's 1 ticket left. So if you're watching at home, call me. Go to Carlson Comedy. Right? Wait, what? It's a half a ticket now. So you've got to crouch. Okay. So there's 1/2 of 1 ticket left. You had. Oh no, this is bad. Wait, what? I'm sorry. We had to add 5 more shows. Oh no, I can't do that. I'm too tired. I had to get up early. I'm sorry. There's something in my ear. I just did a sketch for you guys.
I love
that.
that.
That was good. We've got a doctor. We can
Come
check
on.
out that ear issue.
I love that when I talk, they do, is camera for my eyes. So can you guys come in close? Because I got up at 3 a.m. to do my makeup. So I don't, And if you come in really close, it's all tax deductible. So, yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, right here, look at these eyebrows. They were microbladed, so it's like a
great.
They're on
stencil.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 75 years old, too.
Wow.
So, yeah, it looks good. Looks good. It's
You do
worth
look
every
good.
penny. Every penny. I've got 2 ingredients, Botox and dust. Those are my 2 ingredients.
Well, it's working
Like
for
if you made me in the kitchen and like a KitchenAid stand mixer, that's what you would make. And then you would bake 350 for 15 minutes.
And you get a Helen Keeney.
And you get a Helen Keeney cake. Look at you making the jokes. I love it.
Listen.
It's hard to be alone in this, but you guys are jumping in.
Helen, I gotta ask, because last time you were here in studio,
You were not here.
I don't know. I was somewhere.
Yes. You were on a work release program. Are we allowed to talk about that? Is that public?
This is actually the work release program, believe it or not.
Oh, all right.
Your comedy, it's great, but do you ever incorporate family stuff into it, I want to know?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
I'm a mom, so all your moms have taken, I have a daughter. Do you guys have kids?
No.
No.
Okay. No, why are you sounding frightened?
Because it's intentional.
I don't know if there's something in the courts going on where he's in denial. So
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Not
wow.
anymore, been clear to that.
I think Dan's going to be opening for me at Comedy at the
having
Carlson.
fun
2
with her.
shows, 7 to 9. No, I love it more. Yeah, I have a daughter. It's different than having a, and you get that tween age,
Oh,
13,
yeah.
when they travel in packs like a bunch of prostitutes. You have to, yes. Oh, you got to look out. Oh, the girls. Can you say that early? That's not really a word. I made it up, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's,
No.
yeah.
You're good.
No FCC violation there.
She might be bitter, but
Yeah, no. She loves it. I paid for all her everything with jokes I write, so she does not mind. I'm allowed to. Yeah, you got to watch that age. Girls are squirrely.
Do you
Yeah.
ever have to run anything past her before, like, mom's talking about this?
My poor daughter has been toured with me since she was little. I got her those noise canceling headphones. And this is, I'm going to do an impression. I know it's early, but we're going to start with some impressions. This is my impression of my daughter backstage when she was like 4. She'd take them off, she'd listen. Put it back on.
Disappointed in you.
So disappointed in me. So disappointed in the shenanigans that mom is doing on stage. But she's all grown up now.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So Florida is home.
Yeah, I'm not originally from Florida. I'm actually from Binghamton.
You're
No way.
really?
Yes, my parents are both college professors at SUNY Binghamton, long retired, My mom's actually 91. I just got her a smartphone. You ever tried to teach a 91-year-old how to use a smart? You know what it's like? It's like teaching a 91-year-old how to use a smartphone. It's very. She's a vegetarian and she keeps texting me the eggplant emoji. I can't explain how that's wrong. America, I can't.
maybe
That's
she
wrong.
knows. Maybe she's like, this would be funny.
She's a little bawdy. I'm not gonna lie. She was a women's studies professor, and this is a true story. She didn't shave her legs because she was setting an example to the students. And I said, "What are you teaching? The theory of evolution?" It was disturbing. She was too radical for me. Very radical. My mom.
They were college professors,
Yeah,
though?
both of them.
So they got to be so proud that they got a comedian for
They're
a kid.
very proud that I have a job. They did not think that would happen. It was 50-50, really.
Helen Keeney, thank you so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. We're out of time, though. Hit us with if there's like a quarter of a ticket left
Yes.
and somebody wants
Yeah.
to get it.
Wait a second. Wait. Oh, okay. Someone canceled. There's 3 tickets now.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Okay.
So it's 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock tonight. And you didn't make any plans. The kids are back at school. Come out. I'm mom stuff, relationship stuff. I talk about, my years in the Navy. I'm joking. I've never been to the Navy. But I will if you want to. I'll make stuff up about you guys. So 7 and 9 and carlsoncomedy.com is the website. And tomorrow. Tickets tomorrow, too. What? How many tomorrow? There's 87 tickets for tomorrow. No, I'm just
there you
kidding.
go.
No, it's actually, the first show is almost sold out tomorrow. So come on out.
We can't believe you.
I didn't even have coffee either. That's I literally no
Seriously?
coffee. No.
Wow.
Gosh.
All right. 7 and 9 tonight and tomorrow. Helen Keeney, you don't want to miss it. All the info you need on foxrochester.com.
Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this.
6:40, welcome back. We're going to turn now to some of the stories that are grabbing people's attention on our social media page. We're going to get a closer look at where you stand.
We certainly are. We want to start in Parenton, where town officials have announced plans for the future of a home where dozens of cats were rescued last month.
Yeah, so leaders say the home on Craig Road is currently unoccupied, but they say it likely won't be condemned because it is technically still structurally sound. The homeowners, George and Pamela Meyer, are each facing 50 counts of failing to provide proper food and drink to dozens of cats.
The town has also issued the couple more than a dozen property maintenance code violations. The Meyers are facing various fines and could see jail time. We're told the cats are now being cared for at Lollipop Farm.
A lot of people on social media are weighing in on just how horrific the conditions inside the house is. Stephannie Joseph is over at the live desk now with what people have to say. And Steph, I think any story with animals will pull at the heartstrings a little bit, and this story is certainly no exception.
Yeah, that's absolutely for sure. A lot of people passionate online about this. We'll start with a comment from Amanda. She said, "That house will never be livable again. That smell is deeply embedded in the walls and floors. You will never get that smell out. Nothing is savable. Might as well tear it down and sell an empty lot." We know that they don't have plans to do that right now due to the building still being structurally sound. As for Brianna, she says, "Public health risk. I've seen houses torn down for way less." Linda weighing in as well, saying, "Feel bad for the people on the other side of the duplex." And oftentimes with these cases, it's the neighbors that truly have to speak up about these situations and bring it to the attention of law enforcement, the Humane Society. I can't tell you how many stories I've covered about situations like this where it starts to spill out across the neighborhood and neighbors have enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really tragic, and you just hope that Lollipop is able to find loving, caring homes for those pets.
And that the cats are doing okay.
Yes.
You know, you don't know really what kind of life they were living. You know, I know that they were charged 50 counts of not providing proper food and beverage. But, you know, you wonder what kind of significant impact that may have had on those animals.
Absolutely. All right, let's move along to a story that's relevant because it's still back to school season. We're talking electric school buses.
Yeah, so starting in 2027, school districts will no longer be able to buy diesel or gas-powered buses. Only electric ones will be sold as part of New York State's zero-emission goal.
Yeah, however, the transition is proving challenging for many districts, citing the high prices, concerns over battery life, and a significant decrease in range.
So mixed opinions online about the electric school bus situation. Steph, what do the viewers have to say?
Yeah, they have a lot to say online, specifically about whether it's prices, weather conditions. We'll start with Thomas here saying there are going to be a lot more snow days with electric buses if it's too cold outside. Not only does the cold affect the battery's available runtime, it can make it impossible to charge. You can also look to the past couple winters and see how electric vehicles became paperweights, unable to charge. And it's honestly a sentiment that people in different districts, I know Gananda, for example, has expressed as they try to build up their fleet. We'll go to another comment here. This person says, "Huge waste of our tax dollars. Use this money to pay teachers better." Now, Linda wants to make it clear that this is a statewide policy. So she says, quote, "The electric bus issue impacts all those who live in rural areas, large districts, and don't forget winter." Others are calling on the governor to roll back the mandate. Michelle says Naples has 2 or 3. The electric infrastructure of the small town cannot handle charging stations for more. Bus garage, maintenance facility, can't do it. Governor Kathy Hochul needs to rethink this.
I like that you said this is something kind of one of those commenters. It was a sentiment that a lot of people are feeling because I have a feeling the closer we get to that deadline, the more we're going to hear from municipalities and school districts saying, listen, either we can't handle this, we can't afford this, we can't, the buses, the battery life is not there in the winter to go drive these extreme distances that you see in some counties where, you know, you have just 1 or 2 school districts and you're going halfway across the county 2 or 3 times a day.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And 2027 is when we're going to start to see that. When I was at the Brockport Central School District, we asked them if they had plans to, start making moves on the electric school buses, and they said that yes, it's in the works, it's in their plans, and hopefully within the next couple months they will purchase their first electric bus.
Yeah,
so just
and-
one out of a gigantic fleet.
Well, and these buses, they're hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yep.
It's not just a typical vehicle.
Yeah, I know Lowell Rose, he did the story last night or this week in general. About $435,000 each was the estimate from the superintendent of schools for the Gananda Central School District. So if they were to build that up to 30 and also add in the upgrades, that would be around $11 million. And right now, one of the sound bites that really stuck out to me in that story is when the superintendent had said, we have enough right now for half of one.
Wow.
So a lot of school districts have to grapple with the costs of this rollout. And then, of course, later on, when we're thinking about the winter, charging.
Yeah. Couple of years to get there, though. All right, let's move along to our final story that we want to talk about. Radio listeners will notice a big change this morning on 95.1.
Yeah, radio legend Brother Wease abruptly announced his retirement yesterday, ending a decades-long career on the air.
The announcement comes as Radio 95.1 was rebranded, changing from a talk and music format to and shuffling personnel across properties owned by iHeartMedia in Rochester.
Wease also said he was offered to move his show to weekends and another station, but instead says he and his son will launch a podcast in January.
This announcement shocked a lot of people, but our comments were filled with a lot of well wishes, I bet, Steph.
Yeah, a lot of admiration, I would say, as well. We're going to start here with Lisa. She says, thank you for your service to the community, the radio network, live music promotion, Wease Cares for Children, and your service to the country in Vietnam. Brother Wease, you will be missed. Sue Arnold saying, can anyone recommend another talk radio station in Rochester? I'm going to miss the banter, especially Diana. Joan adds, enjoy your retirement, Wease. You certainly earned this next phase of your life. Thank you for your wonderful entertainment over the years. You were the best. No one else came close.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I'm happy he's receiving so many well wishes. They are certainly deserved. But I imagine that is not the way he wanted to go out.
No.
Certainly not the way he deserved to go out.
No.
It's very disheartening to see.
It is. It's sad. And I know that iHeart wants a rock format, in the region. We already have that. That's already in place. We have plenty of stations that do that. Sadly, I think it's just an impact that we're seeing as some of these larger companies try and take cost-saving measures, cost-cutting measures, and sometimes that means losing a lot of the biggest and longest on-air voices. I mean, you've got 40 years, 4+ decades on Rochester radio. He'll be missed.
Absolutely.
He will be missed.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll follow his developing podcast too.
Yeah,
I'm sure there
absolutely.
are so many people that'll want to tune into that, and podcasts they're becoming the thing.
Absolutely. Listen, I say we get him on the show. Have him come in. He can talk about that podcast that he wants to do. Get him some ARC Rochester listeners, right, Steph?
Yeah.
All right.
Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester. Go ahead.
Including, we're taking a closer look at how the bell-to-bell cell phone ban is going to impact schools now that classes are back in session.
We're back after this.
Class is in session for students across New York State, but school may look a little different this year with a new law that's in effect.
Yeah, the governor's bell-to-bell cell phone ban has changed the way students interact in class, in the halls, and during breaks. Here to talk more about how it's going just a couple days into the new school year, we have child psychologist at URMC, Melissa Heatley. Thanks so much for coming back in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
All right, so, we're like 2 to 3 days into the school year.
Yeah.
How do you think it's going so far for students and teachers if you had to use your crystal ball?
Yeah, our kids are adapting. It's a change, and so we're seeing some struggles in some areas. And also we're finding that kids are adapting. They're getting used to the new routine, the new protocols.
I bet they are. I was talking to one principal yesterday out doing live coverage, and I wondered, didn't think enough to ask on air, but asked after the fact, hey, because you're collecting these cell phones, I'm sure you're seeing the difference in class, but does that mean students are less likely to ditch school because they have to show up to collect that cell phone? Otherwise, you're leaving without it. And she said that, students are sticking around a lot longer.
Yeah, every school district has a different policy. Some schools have an off and away all day policy where their phone stays in their backpack in their possession all day. Some schools are using yonder pouches to place their phones in devices or in bags that keep them out of their reach, but they're still in their possession. They also need to kind of magnetize them out to access the phones at the end of the day. Other schools are collecting them. And what we are seeing is that if kids want to use their devices, they can't be doing it in class. It has to be outside of the school day. And so we're hoping, and I think beginning to see the impact of our kids' focus and attention being on their instructor in the classroom instead of elsewhere, instead of outside of school.
When it comes to the psychological impact that cell phones have on kids, I know we talked about it the other day, but for somebody who's sitting at home watching this, who wasn't with us before, break it down for us if you don't mind.
Yeah, so there's no direct link between cell phone or media use that is causal, meaning that we can't attribute mental health problems to cell phone use, certainly. But what we do know is that kids who have depression or anxiety or other mental health concerns are more likely to be really intense users of social media in particular, and are more likely to be really consumed by media.
And they're constantly in search of that next dopamine hit with that next swipe. What can we do inside the classroom, aside from taking the phone away, but to give them those same bursts of dopamine, that same energy from the whiteboard? How is that done?
I would argue that we're not trying to give kids the same burst of dopamine in a classroom. Life isn't just one dopamine chase after another. You've got to get through boring parts of life. You've got to learn how to regulate your emotions. You have to learn how to deal with conflicts face to face. And you have to learn healthy ways to pay attention when things get boring. I'm sure you can imagine how that might work.
Yes, absolutely.
When it comes to life outside of school, parents may be watching their kids. Do you think that the kids are going to be less drawn to their cell phones? Or do you think that when they get it back, they're going to be like, okay, I got to catch up on everything I missed?
Yeah, we're thinking that they're going to be pretty interested, especially in the beginning, about what they've missed during the day. And the good news is that in New York State, all kids' phones are off and away all day. And so they're not going to miss much from their immediate peers. And at the same time, some parents may be concerned about how much media their kids are consuming and what that means for their mental health.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it. Anytime you want to come back, and I say halfway through the school year, we bring you back and see how things are playing out, because I'm sure at that point you will have had a lot of bottoms in chairs and talked to a lot of families.
We hope so.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Time right now is 8:56. Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester, about to continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We're back on the other side of the break. till I guess.
Oh boy.
Good Friday morning, 9:01 this September 5th. Thanks for joining us here on Arc Rochester. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Abby Fridmann. We have meteorologist Mark McLean back with us once again as we look at the weekend forecast, weather trivia, and the Muddy Paw Outlook.
Yeah, it's all about football, right?
Yeah.
Football weather, football forecast, and yeah, we're going to check that out for you. And here's the trivia. We were talking about clouds last half hour. These types of clouds are very common to western New York, especially as the air grows colder into fall, winter, and early spring. This cloud type is associated with light rain or light snow and weather. What type of cloud is it? Is it a cirrostratus cloud, stratus cloud? I'll fix it for you. Cirrus clouds or cumulonimbus clouds?
I think it's just a stratus
That's
cloud.
what I was
just
thinking.
Lots of B's. Eva, Barbara,
Just a-
Lisa, Julie, Michael,
old
and Frank say A.
stratus.
Lots of responses. Barbara and Yvonne say D. Mary, B. Hopefully those are
What are you
educated
saying?
guesses.
I was going to say Stratus as well.
Stratus?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys
That's
are on,
my guess.
You guys are on fire this week.
Woo!
You guys are on fire. You're nailing all these. You know, we actually get a type of cloud off the Great Lakes called marine stratocumulus, and that's one of the most common types of clouds in the world because of you know, the surface water content of the planet. It's almost 70% of the planet's surface, so it's a type of cloud that forms near large bodies of water. So
Is that what brings in lake effect?
So we get nimbostratus would be leaning towards that. So it's you have to have a cloud with vertical development to get to the lake effect, the rain, the snow that comes down. So that's the type of cloud that we get stuck with for that, unless you like it. Then you're not stuck with it.
No.
Then you're loving it.
I think you're hard pressed to find anybody who loves it.
Yeah. You know what ice loves?
Ice, ice, baby.
Let's see it. Muddy paws. That's ice.
Oh, this is ice.
A different kind of ice.
Look at that.
Angel.
It was a little curveball.
Little ice.
I don't think there's anything. in
No,
the tub.
I think the pool's dry.
Yeah, I think ice is like, what are you guys doing?
Fill the tub, Mom.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, what a
Fill
cutie.
that Smurf pool up.
What a cutie. Well, we think it's going to be dry ice today. Oh, that's, you know, science, dry ice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, not really. That's kind of cold.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
too cold. But dry for ice's paws. Saturday and Sunday, a few isolated showers out there. Monday and Tuesday look like they're going to dry out pretty nicely. What a start today. Look at the sunshine out there. 56, southwest breeze at 8 miles per hour. And, you know, the Gulf forecast for you today, it's in pretty good shape. I think there's the slightest chance of a shower late this evening, but the clubs won't be swinging at that point likely. We're in the mid to upper 70s, so a nice looking late summer day for you. And speaking of nice looking forecast, one more time. Friday Night Rivals tonight, Thomas at Brighton, right on the CW Rochester. You can watch it. Or if you're heading to the game, it'd be in the low 70s, partly to mostly cloudy, mainly dry weather for you. So a decent little football forecast there. The overnight will drop back into the upper 50s, partly to mostly cloudy. And again, just that small chance of a isolated shower initially. And what's going to give us that chance is this cold front back to the west of Rochester. This one does not have a lot of moisture to work with. So the only thing you're going to notice really is a temperature drop into the weekend and a increase in the cloud cover. So there's the forecast as we move through time. There's that small chance of a shower south of the city through the evening, and overnight partly cloudy. There's the clouds coming in for Saturday. Lots of clouds, and there's that chance for a shower mid to late morning. It looks like a good chunk of the afternoon stays dry for you if you have outdoor plans, but we're going to leave that chance at about a 30% for your weekend weather. So just check it out right here. Temps are back in the mid 60s. We'll see a mostly cloudy sky not only for Saturday, but likely into Sunday as well. Some early fall air for your tailgate in Buffalo for the late day game there, 8:20 at Highmark Stadium. Bills kickoff. How about that? Monday's back to the upper 60s. Some showers for Tuesday, mid 70s. We'll stay in the mid 70s for Wednesday in what is a very September looking forecast, right?
Very fall-like.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about it earlier. Maybe you can offer some insight into what the leaf change situation will be.
I think there's a little drought stress, which kind of accelerates the process a little bit. So you get some of the leaves coming down because of that. As for the color change, these cool nights start to bring it out pretty fast. So you get the cooler nights, you know, especially if the sky clears out and it has an impact. Also, an impact on the apple season. Was out looking at the apples. They're at least at our farm in Batavia, it's a little smaller, but they're sweeter because there's less moisture content in some of them. And I don't know if that's going to be the case for everybody, but that was the case with some of the ones that I looked at.
Yeah, I was driving past one of the orchards in our area, and I could not believe how many were already on the trees.
Oh, yeah, they're
like
ready.
Bright red.
They're
bright
ready.
red.
The local fruit farms we were at one last weekend. That one of them has an apple cider slushy. It is the most delicious thing.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's a once a week only.
Really?
Yeah, because I'll go every day.
Especially if they start spiking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark just does that on his own. He brings his little stash.
He's got a case full of sugar.
It's always interesting in the forecast center.
Hey, stick around. A lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. We are talking about some out-of-this-world news.
Yeah, don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this. Welcome back. Time for some space news this morning. We're going to be talking about Atlas as well as some upcoming September eclipses.
Yeah, for more, we are joined now by our NASA correspondent, Tony Rice. Tony, good morning. Long time no see, my friend.
It's been a little bit. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. Okay, so we want to talk about the eclipses, but our main focus this morning, we've got to talk about what is hurtling potentially close to our planet. So let's start with the eclipses.
Okay, we can start with the eclipses.
Dan wants to get it out of the way.
He does.
So twice a year we enter what's called eclipse season, and that happens because basically the two different calendars we work with. There's a lunar calendar and then there's a solar calendar, and they don't line up all that well. So eclipses can really only happen twice a year. they don't exactly line up with the equinoxes, but it's kind of coincidentally we're about to start the astronomical fall. But around right now is when we're able to have some eclipses. But you can't always see eclipses anywhere on Earth. So we've got one coming up next week, a lunar eclipse that's really only going to be visible from the eastern part of Europe and that part of Asia and the Middle East. We won't see it here. It'll still be daylight here, so the moon will be under the horizon. And then there's going to be a solar eclipse at the end of the month that is really only going to be visible from Antarctica, New Zealand, down in the South Pacific. So we're going to miss it this time, but the next eclipse season will start around March of next year, and we've got a few more opportunities then.
Okay. Any of those in North America?
Yes, the lunar eclipses will be visible there, and I believe the solar eclipses that are going to be occurring might be visible up your way. So we'll be talking about that in a couple of months, I think.
All right, we'll look forward to that. Do you feel satisfied?
I feel satisfied.
Mark, do you feel good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about Atlas then. What in the world is going on? Or what in the space is going on?
I love the verbs that you use, hurtling. Yeah, I suppose it is hurtling. It is moving pretty fast. Close is not a word that I would use to describe this. And that's because if you consider the sun close, then maybe, but it's actually not going to pass anywhere closer than about twice the distance to the sun. And we've also got to remember that space is three-dimensional. So this comet, and it's a comet that was discovered back in, I believe it was July, by a kind of scary sounding named project that is really looking for space objects, asteroids, comets, things like that, that could be a threat to Earth. This absolutely is not. But it's coming in from above the plane of the solar system. It will pass the plane of the solar system, pass Earth's orbit, or the path that the Earth is taking around the sun. But that's going to happen on the opposite side of the sun, literally double the distance to the sun.
Okay, so we remember Hale-Bopp, back in the late 90s, this very visible comet in the atmosphere. Are we going to be able to see this with the naked eye, or are we going to have something to help us out?
Right now, it's about a magnitude 12, and that's a logarithmic scale, which means those big numbers are really, really big. So it's only visible with some of the more powerful telescopes on Earth. It's never going to get closer than, like I say, more than solar distance. So it's not something that's going to be visible with the naked eye at all, and it's still going to require some very large telescopes to see.
Okay, and it's also interesting because this one is not gravitationally bound to our sun. So, where's it coming from? Is it gravitationally bound to something? And where might it be heading after it visits us?
Everything's gravitationally bound to something, and this is what we call a parabolic comet, meaning it's a visitor from outside our solar system, and its official name is 3I/Atlas, and Atlas is the name of that project that found it. The 3 is significant because it's the third. The I is significant because that stands for interstellar. It's the third comet that has been discovered by these projects that's coming in from outside of our solar system. We know enough about the orbit now to know that it is not gravitationally bound to our sun, therefore not a part of our solar system, as you mentioned.
Okay, Tony, so for anybody who pays close attention to this or may have honestly just scrolled past it on social media, there was talk of a Harvard professor, I believe, who came out and said that this could be an alien spacecraft.
Okay, I missed that Harvard professor. I missed that social media post, but no, those are the kind of things that you always got to read with a very critical eye. No evidence of that. All the evidence says that it's coming from outside of our solar system, which is the exciting part to me. The fact that we're able to not only find these things and find them early, but be able to lock down their orbits to know exactly where they're coming from. Yeah, no evidence of that whatsoever.
And the composition of the comet itself, Tony, can you speak to that and why they glow? Why the tail for the folks that are watching. How do all these things unfold, and why do they suddenly become visible, and then all of a sudden we can't see them again?
It's all a function of the sun. So the closer that it gets to the sun, the more it will be visible. So what you're seeing in the tail of a comet is is gas and dust being ejected from it. And comets and asteroids are really kind of the same thing. They're two sides of the same coin. We think of comets as being big dirty snowballs, and asteroids are kind of icy dust balls. But what you're seeing in the tail of a comet is, again, that dust and ice being ejected. As it gets closer to the sun's energy is going to excite the surface and cause it to eject more of that material. So that's going to increase its visibility a bit as it gets a little bit closer to the sun. But previous comets that we've seen and been able to see with the naked eye, they've gotten a lot closer to Earth, which makes them more visible. They've also gotten closer to the sun, which increases that excitement and increases the size of that tail, and also gives the light that the tail can be seen with, and is actually going to make it back to Earth.
Have we been able to watch this one long enough yet to determine an orbital period when it may come back around again or anything like that, or is it still too soon to say for something like that?
Yeah, it's parabolic, so there's no indication that it will come back. And these rocks, these space rocks, they're leftovers from the formation of a solar system, in this case, not our solar system. And they have a lifespan that we really can't predict. It's not going to get close to our sun, so there's really not a whole lot of chance that it's going to be destroyed, but it might go visit another solar system in a couple 10,000 or a couple million years and get close to another sun and be destroyed that way. We just don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, as long as it doesn't come back and doesn't, put Earth in the crosshairs, I think we're okay with it, right?
Yeah, hit me with another hurtling verb.
Okay, well then, really quickly, let's dive into this, because is it not like it's every 500 to 7,000 years that something the size of at least a kilometer smashes into Earth?
There you go.
A planet killer? And aren't we long overdue?
And that's why we have systems, and we have studies like Atlas that are out there looking for those events, those objects that are a threat. It's worth noting that right now we don't see anything out there on the horizon, literally and figuratively, that is that kind of threat. But you're right. When you're looking at the large scale of things, and it's important to think about these things in terms of 10,000, 100,000, million years, these things do happen. I mean, there's a reason there's not dinosaurs walking through your downtown district right now.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn my pillow to the cold side tonight. I feel a lot better.
Tony Rice, thank you so much. Always a pleasure. We appreciate it, my friend.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have the Weekend Buzz.
We're back right after this.
Friday, my friends, which means one thing and one thing only.
Yes, Scott and Sandy are here. Not just Sandy.
Yes.
Earlier this morning, we had just Sandy in the teleprompter, and Abby and I both looked at each other and we were like, wait a second.
Oh, no.
And Scott's coming in today.
We're very happy.
I've been booted.
He's back.
I know.
He's back.
Well, thank you for thinking of me.
Absolutely. We've got Jerk or Justified. We've got First Try Friday. Jerk or Justified first?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
You're not
Okay.
going to like First Try Friday. You definitely are not going to like this.
What?
But anyhow, it's what adults are doing to calm their stress, but it's slightly dangerous.
Wait.
That's all I'll
hold
say.
on. Okay, but why am I not going to like it?
Well, you'll find
Is it
out.
because I'm not fun? Because I swear I am fun.
Okay, you're going to love this.
We've got fun, Abby, today. We're good.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's start with, that's a little teasy tease for you. We'll start with Jerk or Justified.
That's a good one.
So this
Hilarious.
is where we decide the moral compass in Rochester. If you haven't heard it, it's on the show every day at 7:20.
Yes, there was this story that Sandy found of on social where people were getting not only parking tickets, but actually boots on their wheels.
South Point Marina.
At South Point Marina, it's at the parking lot. There's a parking lot there, and there's the marina, and people weren't supposed to park there. And people were like, a boot?
There was how many cars do you think? A dozen? This woman took to social media, and she's taking video of, oh, look at all these cars, and it's all these cars with tickets and boots. This one woman's like looks like she's in distress,
Well, you
calling.
can't drive away.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
But
You're
this woman
stranded.
posted it to social. This is its own case in itself to post it to social.
Right.
But anyhow, so then we had one of our listeners from the Buzz fam call up, Sheila, by the way, and she said, hey, I so happen to have a boot for
She
like
uses
her
it-
RV or something.
Yeah, when they park their RV over the winter, they put it on that so nobody can just
Okay,
hook up
yeah.
and drag away. Which is a great idea.
This is what she said. This is her idea that she needs to know if it's jerk or justified.
Take a listen.
So I have a boot because my kids and their dad bought it for me to put on my camper when my camper's on the storage lot. Is it jerk or justified to put that boot on one of my coworkers' cars as a joke someday?
Oh my God, Sheila!
Yeah.
Which coworker? A coworker that can handle a
don't
joke,
know.
or a coworker that drives you crazy?
I don't know. I haven't decided.
State the case again, Sheila.
Is it okay to put a boot on a coworker's car as a joke?
Sheila is sick.
She's awesome.
And justified 100% free and clear.
I am with
you.
ya.
Go right ahead.
I completely am.
What is life without laughter?
Exactly. I mean, I feel like we're pranking each other constantly on this show, on air and off air. 1,000,000% something that one of us would do.
Absolutely.
What's the worst prank that you guys have pulled?
Oh man.
Is it just between you guys, or do you incorporate
It's
everybody?
kind of everybody.
Yeah. I mean, The what?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we tried to make. I tried to make Abby think that she was having a medical emergency.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Wait, hold on.
So
How do you make someone think they're
do you
having
guys
a medical
do you guys
emergency?
know
Don't
The
play-
Sims?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know The Sims? Okay. So for anybody out there, Sims a computer game, and the characters, they speak Simish. It's not a language, and it's not like any of those movies where it's actually a language, but it's not a language. No, it's just gibberish. It's garbledygook. But they hire actual musicians, like Katy Perry has recorded some of her songs in Simish. They write fake lyrics, and it's just gibberish. So they can use a Katy Perry song with Katy Perry singing, but in a Sim language.
And it sounds like very vaguely similar to the actual song.
Right.
So Abby comes into work one day.
Hold on, pause. You should know, I am like such a hypochondriac. Like if I have like an ache in my body, I'm like, I'm obviously dying. Something is wrong.
okay.
And then I'll be like, oh, I pulled a muscle. So
Abby comes into work one day, and I've got the Simlish version of, I don't even remember what song, Shut Up and Dance, playing. And it's on, and Abby turns at one point and says, wait a second, that's not in English. And I turn to Abby, and I say, what do you mean? And I start singing, Shut Up and Dance with Me. I'm singing the English, and it's garbledygook on that end. And
all of
I
the
kid you
producers
not,
join in. They're like,
her
"You
eyes
okay?"
well up.
Oh no! You
She got genuinely concerned.
I had been awake for like 20 minutes at this point.
How long did you let that go?
Maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't crying. I was like, what is going on?
You're
Like,
like,
I
am I losing my mind? Am I losing my
I get
mind?
And she genuinely said, she was like, okay, something I think is wrong with my brain right now, you guys. Because that doesn't sound, those aren't words that I'm hearing.
It was funny. In the moment, I was like, that is really mean. But we're laughing about it. Like, I was not angry for long. It was like 0.2 seconds where I was like, what's wrong with you?
Okay, wait. Is it because he only let it go for 3 minutes? Or, like, what if it was the entire newscast? Was it like 4 hours?
I wouldn't have lasted the entire newscast. I would have left. I would have been like, I need to be, somebody needs to look at my brain. Something is wrong.
She was ready to go to the ER.
Yes.
She was ready.
And wait 2 weeks for a CAT scan.
Absolutely.
It actually would have been funny if you followed her with video and her at the urgent care. Like,
That would not have been funny.
That's great social.
Here's her insurance information.
Play along with it.
So listen to this. What happened was when the day that we did Jerk or Justified this week with it was justified, right?
yeah, everyone said justified.
Good.
She put another layer on top of that. She's like, what if I do it to my boss and get the whole office on it? Boss goes out, sees that his car has a boot on it, comes back in to tell. In the meantime, she goes out, takes everything off, the ticket, everything, puts it away, and she'll be like, well, what are you talking about? And he'll go to the window and be like,
Did that happen?
it's like a double prank.
Well, she was asking permission if she could pull this prank. So we gave her permission, and we said she needs to give us evidence, video evidence of her executing this plan.
So when that happens, we'll get it.
We'll let you know.
We'll bring it in some Friday.
I was once given a pink slip at work. I used to do April Fool's pranks.
Yeah.
I was once given a pink slip. That was after I literally wrapped the boss's car in cellophane.
What was it?
Chris McKendrick, Quality Hotel and Suites, Niagara Falls, New York.
There you go.
He was furious.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was a legitimate pink slip. Or was he joking?
He was kidding.
Oh,
he was kidding.
He was kidding.
So he got you back.
Yes.
I see.
Sent me a text and said, you need to come into work early.
I was going to say, like, if you really got fired, is that how you got started with that Toys R Us commercial?
Oh, no. That was long before.
Hold on.
That was long before.
The Toys R Us commercial, I know you posted it to your TikTok. I have been trying to get them to show that like every Christmas that we've worked together.
Yes.
And Dan has been like, no, I don't want it to be, no, don't put it on TV.
Come on.
No, I don't want it. And then one day he just randomly shares it to his social media.
Well, now I got to look it up. I haven't seen it.
Dan was in a national TV commercial for Toys R Us.
What was his role? What was his part? How old were you?
21.
He was a Christmas
I was thinking
elf.
kid, but okay.
He was a Christmas elf.
I wasn't a Christmas elf. I was a Toys R Us employee.
Wait, you were?
And it was 3 Toys R Us commercials, not just the one. It was a whole ad campaign.
Wait a second. Every time you play it, you get royalties, so you should be rolling it every day.
Oh, yeah.
did you get
Not
paid?
anymore.
Not anymore.
Can you tell us?
Huh?
How much did you make on that?
I'm not going into that.
Come on.
No.
I thought you were
Always
friends.
He got free Furbies for life.
Oh, is that what it is?
All right, when we come back, we have much more with Scott and Sandy.
That was good.
Yeah, thanks, Melissa.
Good. That's good. just let in on something that you don't know.
Do you know how much I hate that? I hate being out of the loop.
All right, it's Friday. Thanks for sticking with us here on Arc Rochester. Scott and Sandy are still here now for First Try Friday.
Yes. Okay. So now when I first saw this, I was in disbelief. I'm like, there's no way that is a real thing. Absolutely not. But it is. It's a way that, a new way that some adults are calming themselves, dealing with stress. Okay?
No, we don't have any stress in our lives.
None.
None whatsoever.
And this is a legitimate thing. And I was a little bit shocked and nervous. It's slightly dangerous, but yet apparently they swear by it and say it works. Now,
Is it going to hurt me?
It's slightly dangerous.
Okay.
Mark's ready.
So here you go.
Can I open the bag?
All at the same time we will. And we have to test it out, right? Because that's what we do here on First Try Friday.
Does it have batteries?
It sounds like one, too.
It does? Do
One,
you know what it is?
2,
Good God.
3.
Oh,
Now,
this is the dumbest thing.
it's a legitimate thing. Adult passies. I was not going to fork over.
Pacifier?
Is this the adult pacifier?
It is not, because those were like $10 to $12 each, and you know me, I'm
Which
not
is cheap.
I'm not going to spend
No,
that
you're
money.
cheap.
So this is 3 to 18 months at Target.
Dr. Brown's.
But they say now.
Oh, yes.
Dentists are very concerned because
Sure.
adults are actually really truly soothing themselves with this, and we're going to see if it works.
Well, it's messing up those front teeth.
Yeah,
Yes,
right?
it's called open bite. So if you do it too long, prolonged use of this, you'll go.
It trains your teeth, right?
You can't close your eyes. You're like,
Okay, hold on. So we talked about the adult pacifiers on
you
this
did.
show.
Did you?
And Dan, roasted the people using the adult pacifier.
Yeah.
Throughout the rest of the show, if somebody did something weird, he was like, you're the type
Go
of
suck
person.
on your pacifier.
Yeah.
Okay, did you try it at that?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna try it.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
This is supposed to soothe our stress.
It's supposed to calm you. And, well, what are you doing?
I thought you were pretty smart.
Hey, do it however you wish. I think it's. I'm not gonna lie.
I am.
It's just making me angrier.
No, it's
Because it's not the right size.
like it.
No.
Hold on, I could see myself getting addicted. I'm not even kidding.
Sandy.
Sandy,
I'm not kidding.
Sandy, if you do, we can't have you on the show.
Wait.
Now,
Really focus. Don't just do it because TV's watching.
I'm not.
Really focus.
Hold on.
Producer Ashley just said in our ear she did not give her pacifier up until she was 11 years old.
I don't even want to say it out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So producer
Because
Ashley.
It's like a stress thing. It was a comfort thing.
Get a teddy bear or a blanket.
But were you a
do it
thumb
again.
sucker?
Try it again. I mean,
Because that's
really.
the same thing, basically. You suck your thumb.
Yeah, I wasn't.
No.
No, see, I was a thumb sucker, but this is.
I don't like that.
This doesn't do anything.
Oh my God, I
for me.
do.
No.
Am I the
It's
only
better
one?
to chew it. It really.
Do you serious? Are you
I'm not-
chewing
I'm-
on it?
I'm doing everything.
Why
with that.
are you eating it? You guys not eat it.
It's just stresses here. This is good. And you
You know
can't
what?
break it.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those fidgets that they sell. That it's gonna give you a sharper jawline.
Right. Yeah.
Sharper jawline, brah.
They
No.
say some adults
Don't.
with ADD.
Huh?
I wear one of those.
No, one of those chewy things.
Well,
Oh,
it's-
I wear
it's
like
supposed-
the.
What do you wear?
It's like a. It's
Zipa?
like
A face bra.
It's well.
Wait,
don't
is it
call it
Kim
that.
Kardashian one?
I don't know. I got it on Amazon. It's like $8.
You know that those things are not good, and the reason they're not good is because it's holding the lymphatic fluid in your face. It's not letting fluid
Like this?
go through your lymph nodes.
Hold on.
I know.
I'm just
but
saying-
I have
The solution
jaw
to that
issues.
is the gua sha or the face cupping.
Yeah, I do that. So I have like really, really, really horrible TMJ.
Okay, yes,
Like
so does
to
she.
the point where like I can't open my mouth. So
Yeah.
like I've been getting treated for it. And this is one of those things that's supposed to help. It just relieves the pressure like right here.
You had
Is it
TMJ.
for? I
Didn't
do
you
have TMJ.
Yeah.
Is it for TMJ or is it for vanity? Be honest.
It's for TMJ. Listen,
Because
I
be honest, Ashley, because I do this stuff for vanity.
Ashley.
Well, and
Her
Abby.
name's Abby.
Hey now.
Wow. She's like,
getting
I just want to let you know that TMJ is one of my favorite websites.
yeah, I love
Absolutely.
TMJ.
Yeah, they get all
I
the
don't even
scoop
know
from
an
them.
Ashley. But
This is a
You
no for me.
producer Ashley.
This is a no for me.
I'm a mess. Okay, I got to put this down.
Yeah,
Hold on.
this is. I feel so bad that you went and bought this thing.
I'm humiliated.
You can give it to my dog as a dog toy.
No, the dog will choke on that thing.
Yeah, well, it's a
So
tiny
we don't
dog,
like it?
So
And it
I'm
makes-
going to
It's a
say
tiny
I'm going to
dog.
say no. I'm going to say no on this.
No on
Yeah,
this?
no,
This
that,
is not good. Even if it was one that fits an adult size, no, I don't think this would.
how about
Satisfy
some
my
deep
stress.
breathing?
Or beer.
Yeah.
Or beer.
That's a great way to relieve
or
stress.
lunch
Just adult
today.
coping mechanisms.
Yeah,
like
take a walk.
Accept that life can be stressful, and you say, I'm going to control the things I can and not worry about the rest.
I'll be honest with
a
you.
wonderful
I want to go in for more. Even though it sucked my brain cells out, I really am enjoying it. I'm not even kidding you.
All right.
Wow, did you dip that in brandy before you came in?
Good idea.
Hey,
What about a ring
alcohol
pop?
here?
Okay,
Ring pop.
actually,
Ring pop would work,
I had
right?
a ring pop at a birthday party
Good.
couple of weeks ago.
Kid's birthday party?
Nephew's.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Nephew's birthday party.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do the. No, I just took it and I bit right into
Yeah,
it.
but the ring pop,
Like a
I
real
don't
man.
think.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't think the ring pop substitutes this because this is the bounciness of it. And the
Yeah?
yeah. I don't.
Real men don't lick ice cream cones.
No.
What?
And they don't. How many?
We have
licks
to wrap.
does it
We have
take?
to wrap. Stick around.
We do.
3. It takes 3 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. More on Arc Rochester.
Welcome back. It is Friday, which means it's a little time for some music here on Arc Rochester. For this week's Sound Stage, we're excited to have the band Unparallel joining us.
Yeah, for more on their sound and some ways you can catch them live, we are joined by band members Stephen Lewis and Rocky Burning. Thank you both so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For somebody who's unfamiliar with your sound, tell us about it.
I grew up listening to Jim Croce when I was younger, and then started listening to like Dave Matthews, and saw a few guys playing around where I'm from. So I brought that to the band. So we kind of sound kind of like the Dave Matthews Band. We also kind of sound like Zach Bryan. So it's kind of like a folky mix-up from blues to rock and roll to folk music to pop music. We do a little hip-hop, we do a little this and that. He brings the blues mainly.
Yeah, I grew up rocking out and playing blues and playing guitar all the time. So when him and I kind of got together, we just brought our styles and just kind of meshed them together. So it's been working so far.
Nice.
How did you guys meet?
Open mic.
We met at an open mic in Corning, New York. Yeah, a few hours away from here, but
yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah, cool.
We were both playing at the same place, and I was digging his music, and he was liking what I was doing, and I already had gigs. He just got back from Denver.
Yeah.
And we needed a lead guitarist to join the band. We wanted to bring it up to a 5-piece. We already had a trio and a 4-piece that we were out gigging with. I had about 150 gigs, and I was like, yo, you want to just jump right in? And so luckily, yeah, he was free, so snagged him.
Very nice. So how many members in total are there?
Generally, we have 4 members.
Okay.
4 core members. We add people to the band for bigger shows.
Sure.
That's excellent.
Very cool.
Tell us about some of the shows that you have coming up.
Well, we're playing today, actually. We're playing on Ontario Beach Park at the Operation Patriot Foundation. They're doing the 9/11 Memorial concert, tribute concert, and we're going to open up for the Seven Wonders. Fleetwood Mac cover band. They're great. I have some friends that know them personally. I haven't met them yet. I'm looking forward to it. And then right after that, we're jetting over to Brockport at the Back Porch 585, which is like an RV resort. They got like a movie theater and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really cool. Our friend David, he owns the place. And we've started playing there. We're going to be playing there every month next year in Brockport, which is not too far from here. So if you want to get out of town and see some stars.
Yeah, honestly. Both figuratively and literally.
Yeah, there's very little light pollution.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy the music.
Nice. Well, that's cool. You guys are going to be performing for us here in studio after the next break. What are we going to hear from you?
We're going to do an original song that I wrote called Thirsty. And we're going to be putting together like an original album next year. So this is one of the ones that we might put on there. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice.
And how often do you perform your own music that you write?
Every week. So we play a lot of shows every week, and a lot of the times we're on stage for 2-3 hours. So we'll find a way to fit them in there. We start the set with something they're familiar with, and then once we win them over, then we could be like, check this out.
Most of our music is for like private parties, weddings, trying to keep it dancey and stuff. But during the intermission, sometimes we bring it down and we do one of my more chill originals. And then we also play Thirsty with the full band. So that's why we wanted to do that one today.
Talk to us about the writing process. How much of it is collaborative and how much of it is I got this song in my head from start to finish. This is what I see it as.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is right now. We both have written songs separately, and then now we're just kind of like learning each other's songs.
Yeah.
But we have started to begin like writing together as well. So we're kind of we don't know yet. We'll see how it goes.
Most of our songs come from car accidents. Like there's got to be something like traumatic
that happens
in your life, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna write a song either making fun of that, or like if you like emo music, you could go the other way. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a mix.
That's fair. That's fair. Interesting analogy, though, that you're tapping into the darker side.
Somewhat, yeah. You try to have fun with it, for
Yeah.
sure.
I guess you have to.
Yeah. All right. So coming up in a little bit, after the commercial break, we're going to hear from you. And one more time for somebody interested in coming to hear you tonight, Ontario Beach Park, yes?
Yeah, Ontario Beach Park, Operation Patriot. It's gonna be a great show. Stick around for Fleetwood Mac, and tomorrow night there's a Bob Seger band coming, and opening up for them is Begging Angels.
Oh, nice.
And I guess they're a local favorite here. I've seen them out before. I like those guys a lot. We've played a few benefits with them, at least one that I remember. So
very cool.
Yeah, I like them.
All right. Well, hey, stick around. Arc Rochester returns on the other side of the break with a live performance right here in studio. 9:49 this Friday. We are back now with more from the band Unparallel, getting ready for a number of shows, including tonight at Ontario Beach Park for Operation Patriot Foundation's 9/11 tribute show.
Yeah, before that, they're going to be performing for us live for Arc Rochester's Soundstage. Guys, thanks so much again for sticking around and talking with us and playing for us as well. What are you going to be playing for everyone?
We're going to do an original song that we wrote called Thirsty.
All right, sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, Unparallel.
Take a sip of my drink, girl. I bet it tastes fantastic. I'll take a sip of my drink, girl. I bet it tastes fantastic. Because you got me like, ooh. Yeah, yeah, 'cause you got me like, ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, when summertime is coming, baby, I know what you want. You need something to cool yourself off. Oh, I got you, baby. I know how you feel. 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 And I know that you're thirsty, baby. I'm thirsty too. And if you're thirsty for me, I'm thirsty for you. So come and take a sip of my drink, girl.
Welcome back. Time for our final thoughts of the morning on Arc Rochester. A really, really great day.
Yeah, lots of highlights. Obviously, local band. Why not? That's probably highlight one. I would say bottom of my list today is the pacifiers.
Definitely.
Not a good look?
No,
What
not
do
a
you
good
think,
look.
Mark?
Not soothing at all.
No.
More stressful thinking that
Remember when I was
video is
like
going to
3.
live somewhere forever.
It will. You know it will. We're going
Yeah.
to end up on the Reddit page.
Yes.
It's like my biggest nightmare.
Absolutely.
Boy.
Big weekend ahead.
Yeah.
Bills home opener.
Yep.
You don't want to miss the game. How's it looking up?
Yeah, nice forecast for the music too this evening. We've got temperatures in the 70s out there. Should be nice and comfortable. We'll see those numbers drop back into the upper 50s late tonight. And speaking of that football forecast, CW Rochester will have it live. Thomas at Brighton, 7:06 tonight. Temps in the low 70s, partly to mostly cloudy.
Hey, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up us again Monday morning starting at 4:57 on...
Yeah, 13 WHAM
That's
ABC.
right.
Much more live local news coming up later today for 13 WHAM News at midday. We will see you then, but...
Unparallel is going to take us out this morning. More information about them on foxrochester.com. Take it away, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.